Hello, hello. What's happening, everybody? Hope you're well. So, most of you will know who I am on here on YouTube, because you obviously subscribe to me. For those who are seeing me for the first time, so my name's Geoff. I'm a professional drummer based in the UK. We're going to be doing a live lesson today. As the title suggests, it's going to be looking at applying drags on the drum kit. Now, this is my tester lesson, actually. So I've been doing Facebook Live lessons for probably a couple of months now, while we've been on lockdown in the UK for this virus. And they've been, people have been awesome. People have been saying do more. So yesterday I did a lesson where I tried to link up YouTube and Facebook, and that failed miserably. Like, the Facebook guys got to see the lesson, but you YouTube guys didn't. So I thought I'd run the same lesson now for you guys, so you get an idea of what's going on. And for some of you, I'm sure that you'll be interested in tuning into other future lessons. So the format that we normally run by is that what I'll do is I will give you a subject that we're going to work on, and we'll start off with a warm-up. This often relates to the subject. Sometimes it's something completely different. Just to get our hands going, get me comfortable, and let people kind of drop into the lesson, and then we'll do the main content. Now, I'm going to move quite quickly through this today. The schedule that I normally run to has been Tuesday evenings has been beginner lessons. A Thursday, which is what this is really, will be aimed at more intermediate players, and the Saturday one's the more advanced players. So I won't break things down massively tonight, but I'll do my best to allow you guys to keep up and hang with us. So let's get stuck in. So the basics of this one are, first of all, we need to know what a drag is. I imagine as intermediate players, most of you know that, but in case anybody doesn't, what we're looking at, if I have a quick, let's get some notation up here that will help us. If we have a quick look at, let's use, the sheet there, why is it not on? Never mind. There's a train crash start for you. Okay, fine, I'll just explain it. So what we've got is we've basically got two lefts followed by a right. And it can be either hand, right? So it could be two rights followed by a left. But that's a basic drag. There's no rules on this, right? It doesn't mean that we have to play the first two quiet and one loud, but more often than not we're going to. Now, when you see the notation of how it's written out, you'll understand why that's the case. So let's have a quick look at that. So what we've got here, look, top left-hand corner. So that there is how you'll most often see a drag written out. Now, there's something which is very similar to that called diddles, which we'll talk about later. But that's a drag. And as you can see, I've got an accent on the second note and two quiet notes leading into it. Well, these two quiet notes leading into it, those are called grace notes. If I play exactly what's written on there, we're going to get this. We can lead onto the right hand or onto the left hand. And obviously, it's your choice as to which you choose to do today. Now, for this first part of the exercise, though, what I need to make sure that people understand is how far away are those two diddles there from that main note there. Now, if we come down to this here, this is our warm-up exercise, there's no rules. So those first two notes could be really far away, something like this. Or really tight like this. And so I like to practice all of the different options. It's a musical choice when you decide that. And so what I've got here is we've got some bounce triplets, which put them a long way away like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then we change to 16th notes, put them a little bit closer. 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4 and then a triplet sort of version of it. So 1 triplet, 2 triplet, 3 triplet, 4 triplet, 1, and then finally the 16th note, dotted 8th note pattern, 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a 1. Now that's going to make a lot more sense for you guys if I play it with a metronome. So let's do that for you right away. With these lessons, if you've got any comments, if you want to ask any questions, drop them in. I can see the feed up there, so I can see questions, and it could be about anything. So it hasn't got to be just about the lesson. It could be about technique, it could be about future lessons. Just dump the questions in there.
1.
Right, so we've got a metronome here.
4. 1, 2.
Funny voice,
3,
but that's
4,
all we've got. Playing at
1,
80 beats per minute,
2,
right?
3,
so if I play that
4,
top line,
1,
first
2,
of all, I'll play it all the way through.
3,
You're gonna get this.
4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3.
And so you get the idea that we can put it in all these different positions. So let's run this a couple of times so you can join in. If you haven't got sticks, just use your hands.
1, 2,
2, 3,
4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 2,
Now what I've done is I've created a track to practice this. Now of those 4 along the top of there, I play the first one, second one, and then I jump to the 4th one. All right, don't bother with that 3rd one. And what I'm going to show you how to do is I'm going to get you to do it with the bass drum. So for you guys who are a little bit more advanced, that's going to be far too easy for you. So one of the things that I do is this exercise that you can just see along the top there. Look. So I'm now turning it into a groove of somewhat, right? Something like this. And I'm playing 2 of each bar, right? Second one. Third one's the one that I'm going to miss out, so I'll do that in a moment, but it would sound like this. So that's a triplet, so I'm thinking of... The one that we're going to do is that final one. As I said, I've created a track to practice along to that. So I'll show you a bit of this. I won't play the whole thing, but we'll do some of this. So the track is basically going to play... oops, it's gone. The track is basically going to speed up every time there's a whistle, and it's going to play from, say, 60 beats to 180. You'll hear, right? It's easier for me to show you this.
Bass drum workout,
So I count you
70 to 160.
Triplets first. So I'm thinking of this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
70.
And so on and so forth. All right, so it's going to get faster and faster. I'll put that track up. What I normally do after these lessons is if you go to freestylrudiments.com, I put the tracks and the lesson notes up there under the sheet section. So this track will be up there for you. I'll play a little bit faster so you can hear. So we'll see if we can jump in further on. So I'll wait for a whistle and I'll come in on the next one. All right. So what you can hear is in the background we've got that little triangle pattern. Well, that's my reference point. So 16ths, and there's a triplet. 16ths, boom, decka, 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 30 seconds. Here's the faster one.
110. 120.
And so the big takeaway for you really that I want from today is that drags can be done with the hands, but they can also be done with the foot. Now the way that we're going to use drags is we're going to put them before something that follows. Right now what I'm talking about there is something like if I play this pattern and I put a drag before it, it makes it a little more interesting. So we get, I can do that with the foot. And where they're going to come into own is when we get the speed. So today, this was talking about giving you a reference, a plan, something to work towards. So what I want to show you today then is something called the Ted Reed book. So the Ted Reed book, Syncopation, is quite a famous book. I've probably got a copy up here. Have I? I have, but I don't know which one it is, right? So Ted Reed, but is an awesome book. What it's got in it is lots of notation, like you can see at the top of there, which is not much fun looking, is it? So that top one just goes. Oops, that's a schoolboy error, and I need to go get that in a minute. Right, it goes 1 and 3 4, 1 and 3 4, 1 and 3 4, 1 and 3 4. Now that particular pattern there, then, if we put some diddles around it, if we put some drags around it, I'll have to show you my foot now, seeing as my stick's gone wandering, would be this. So I'm simply placing a little drag ahead of each one of those. Now that notation is not the easiest to read, so I've written this one out so you can see it a little bit easier. So let's quickly find that. And it's here, look. So left hand corner, that's what it says in the book. This is me writing it out as 16th notes. So rather than thinking of 1 and 3 4, I'm just turning it to 1 E and 3 E which should also be 1 E and 2 E and 1 E and 2 E and. Now, moving on from that, the process that I go through my head is I put in those diddles that you see there. Do-ga-dat-dat, do-ga-dat-dat, do-ga-dat. Now, the way that I find this easiest to teach people is find a movement around the drums, which goes something like this. So it's a tune that we can get in our heads. And then when you put the diddle before it, it's a little easier to know what's going on. So again, I'm going to do it on my foot because I've dropped my stick over there. I'm going to go and get it. Give me 30 seconds though. So that one there is the first one of a whole page, or pages and pages of them. Now this thing here at the end, I'll explain in a moment, that's showing you it written out as diddles rather than as the rough. Now if you remember what I said towards the start of the lesson, the distance that these notes here are, these little tiny notes, are from here is up to yourself. And what I'm doing is I'm going for a 30-second note placement of that. So I'm actually trying to make it sound like that one there. So there's a specific spot I'm going for. Now they could be tighter though, it could be ricka, 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 ricka instead, alright? Right, I'm going to get you to do that with your hands. Before I do that, I've got to go and grab my stick that I threw the she dropped. So, talks amongst yourselves. I just had drums and percussion said, "Sir, please save these sessions." Yeah, no worries. These will be saved. These are on the site. If you dig this lesson, or you like the ideas, like I said, I've been doing it for about a couple of months now, maybe 6 weeks. If you go over onto Facebook and find me on Facebook, all the lessons are still on Facebook, all the previous ones. On Facebook, we've got a lot of people interacting. Obviously, this is the first one I've done on YouTube, so most people will watch this rather than live. They'll watch it afterwards, which is fine. If you wanna come and watch it on Facebook, that's fine. If you want to watch it on here, fine. The plan is that the one on Saturday will be. So the schedule says, look, 1 o'clock. The one on Saturday will be on both YouTube and Facebook. So take your pick. Right, so let's quickly do this with the hands. So that first one then, it would give you this. If I put that in context with some sort of music, now that particular one is using just double right hands. So I'm going digger right, right, digger right, right. But there's no rules on that. One of the things that I'm going to try and get you guys to do is instead of going digger right, right, digger right, right, is to go digger right, left, digger right, left. So same melody, same bat, 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 bat. But rather than being all onto the right hand, it'll be more like this one here, where I'm switching hands. So I'm going to be going. While dropping the drags in there. don't have to be fast, alright? We can slow it down. Another way that I'd like you guys to try and do this is to go onto the toms. So what I'm doing is every one of those right hands that I'm hitting is going to be on the floor tom here. And every one on the left is going to be here. So the pattern without the drags would just be this. And I play all the drags on the snare, which should give you this. For those guys who like to be a bit more flamboyant, I could go to maybe the crashes. In this case, I might go to the hi-hats and put some bass drums with those. So give me this. If we go back to just doing the rounded ones, so this one. I could do that on maybe the ride cymbal. It's up to you, really. Right, obviously, this is just something for you to take away and use the concept and create your own ideas around it. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to show some of the ones from the book. So again, let's get the book so you... Oh, I shut it, actually. Let me open the book really quickly so you can... Oops, not new read. Not stick control. So the booklet, we've got top left-hand corner, we've got letter A. Well, what if it goes to number 2 there? So now we've got bum, ba-dum, ba-dum, bum, ba-dum, ba-dum. A complete different rhythm, isn't it? So that one, which luckily for you I've also put on the sheet. Letter F there. Again, I find a simple way of putting it around the drums. I put some drags in front of them. As I did at the start, when I dropped my stick, I could do that with my foot. Pair on the kit. Oh, again, I could go hand to hand. And the book obviously has got lots and lots of advanced examples, right? I won't break this one down, but this one here, look, letter G, I've now got... Some of the examples have got 3s in there instead of 2s. Some of them don't work so well, right? But some of them do. So letter H here, look, I've got... Let's roll into that one. Now, for me, when I first learnt these, then the thing that really made them work for me was once I'd mastered the basics, and it doesn't have to be all of them. Once I've mastered a few of them, what I then found I could do was I could start to take. Well, actually, I went through a process. First, I started to mix them together. So, if I quickly show you, I would try letter F as the first bar, and then letter G as the second bar. So then I'd have a longer pattern list. So I get bum, ba-dum, ba-dum, bum, bum, ba-dum, ba-dum. Eventually you get to the point where you can just make things up. So in my head I could just hear different patterns. I can make a tune, dum, dum, da-dum, 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 and then I'd play it. But then drop those drags in there. again, as I said earlier, flamboyant guys out there, or guys who double kick, let's go for the kick drum. Okay. Man, it's hot in here. Okay, right, so hopefully you've got something from these lessons. So you can see that the basic drag, this little thing here, that you see on all the PAS 40 rudiments, has got a lot more to it. There's a lot more things you can do with it. Now, these lessons are running as long as we're on lockdown. So I've been doing them previous to this, so go check them out on Facebook if you want to see the other ones. The schedule is this. Look, aiming this Tuesday lessons towards beginners. You don't have to be a beginner, right? Some of the stuff will be a little bit more advanced. Intermediate on the Thursdays, and then the Saturday. And today was just done as a bit of a test to see how it works with YouTube. It seems to have run okay, so I'll go back and watch it afterwards. Feel free to comment. Feel free to tell me what you think. Feel free to like, share, invite anybody who might enjoy these. I'm assuming on YouTube this only throws this out to my subscribers. If not, then maybe have a look around my site and see if you might want to subscribe. So thanks for watching. I'll see you guys again soon. Oh, one other thing. So this screen here just shows you anybody who's not over, who's over on Instagram at the moment and not following me. Come check out my channel on Instagram. So Geoff Fry Drummer. I got quite a big following on there, much bigger than YouTube, and I've got lots and lots of videos on there. So come check that stuff out. So hopefully you've got something from it. I'll see you guys again next time. Thanks for watching.